Alright, guys. So, I've got, technically speaking, I've got I think I got 2 more days before I'm 4 months sober. But I'm not actually sure about that because I'd have to really go back into my Facebook and stuff. And I can't remember the day that I came back to Lacey and them's house after I relapsed. And initially got clean because I was clean a few days before I technically went to rehab. So I might have 4 months today. I might have 4 months yesterday. I'm not sure. I'd have to look. But anyways, whether I'm already 4 months or whether I'm 2 days of 4 months, it's close enough. I'm gonna go ahead and make this video. Um, so I'm almost 4 months clean, give or take one of those two things. I don't know at the present moment. I'll check tomorrow. It's late. I just don't feel like checking. I've worked all day. I'm tired. I've mostly been out here in the garage babysitting this girl because she's scared of storms. And when I got home, everybody was more or less knocked out because they had a party and they had a bunch of food. It was I We kind of have lots of get-togethers, but I think this get-together was Ryan's 3 years sober is what I'm thinking. But like I said, guys, I've been putting in a lot of hours this week, and I know that did come up this week, but I'm not sure that was the particular celebration today. It could have been something else. I just know that they had a party. I just told them save me a plate. You know how it is, and save me a plate, bro, if you can. That type of thing. Um, so anyway, they did have a party, and yes, they did save me a plate, and I was very grateful. So thanks, guys. Um, Whoever cooked the baked beans, good God Almighty. Um, yeah, I had a wonderful plate of food waiting on me when I come home, but I've been out here ever since, just watching TV. But I spent a lot of time in the garage at night because I don't know, it's pretty peaceful out here. Anyways, I told myself I was going to make a video saying what I wanted, and it took me a couple of months to really sit down and figure out what I wanted, and here's what I've come up with thus far. My truck has recently gone out, as I'm sure y'all have seen, so I'm going to need a new vehicle. I've talked to dealerships, stuff like that, and what I've decided that I am definitively going to do is I'm going to pay cash for a vehicle, but we're talking a couple thousand. You know, I'm going to get off on it as cheap as I can, as long as the vehicle runs, and I do not mean any bull crap. I just need it to run. I don't care that much about how it looks, and I am not in any way, shape, or form in a hurry to buy the first thing available. I mean, I'm close enough to where I can walk to work, so it is not going to hurt me. I haven't walked to work probably 3 days since it happened because of my blessed roommates has not let that happen yet. Not, it's pretty much been a good thing for me. It sucks walking, but I have not had to do that but about 3 days. So I am not that worried about it. So I want to buy one for cash, pay it completely off, get insurance for a year, and then that gives me a basis for a year for me to save up. At the end of that year, I don't care if I trade the vehicle in and get me something nice, I'll have that option. But I want a nice little setup for a bank account. It ain't got to be crazy, but I want enough money to where I don't have to worry about crap. I'm single, I don't have nobody to fall back on. It's amazing when you have money. When stupid stuff comes up, like you get a new apartment and you need furniture, or you need to buy gas to get to work, or you need to buy some food or whatever. It's amazing how things come together when you have money. Isn't it always funny? So the goal is, in a year from now, I want a nice vehicle. Not the one I'm fixing to get ready to buy, but a very nice vehicle. Um, and I don't know, man. Maybe I'll get lucky and find something nice now, but I'm not looking to spend a lot of money, like I said. So we'll see. But that's the goal. I want that set up for a year from now. And like I said, I'm not looking to go anywhere. And even if I do in that time, it ain't going to be very far from here. And I do mean like within a couple of miles of here, because this house it's been really good to me. The camaraderie and stuff like that is unheard of. And I think any house in Oklahoma City, and I've been pretty deep into the sober living thing ever since I've been here. And even if I wasn't in sober living, I knew people, and just the way I came to Oklahoma City, and I just knew a lot of people like that. And so far, I'm convinced that we have the best house in Oklahoma City. I don't know of another one I would go to. I can tell you that. Um, and I don't know much about the women's houses. I do hear things, but whatever. But our house has been really good to me. I mean, Ryan and Lacey are pretty incredible people, and then they do this really cool thing where they let me babysit the dogs, and the dogs basically live over here for the most part. Um, Ryan works a lot, and it's just been assumed that it's better for the dogs to have the bigger house and the big backyard, and the people coming and going to play with them and be happy and all that stuff. And they get a lot of that here. So that's been a huge benefit for me, especially because I'm not even gonna lie, man. I don't like people. I mean, I do to an extent, but I don't really like people. I like the dogs. I get along with great, but I'm just not a big people person. I am for a limited amount of time. But it's pretty limited, honestly. Especially these days. Especially ever since I've gotten sober, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. I used to drink and be social as crap. Now I'm social, but I'm not all day social. I'm like, you got an hour and we need to wrap this thing up type of social. Maybe that's because I've been working a lot. I don't know. We'll see what that turns into. I mean, I'm just winging this whole thing here. But I do have a new job. Like I say, everything's been going good with that. I think I get a raise next week because I'm gonna be cross training. They were wanting me to be like an assistant manager or a lead. I might go so far as to be lead, but as far as assistant manager, no. I done been manager and everything else, and I'm not doing that again. It's not worth the headache. Trust me. No. I don't need it this early on anyways, and you know what, I don't need that ever, to be honest with you. It's just too much of a headache, and the money's not worth it. It's like 50 cents an hour, and you're getting phone calls 6 o'clock in the morning after you've just laid down, and it's just not worth it. It's just lead for an unhealthy life. But yeah, man, everything's been going pretty good here. Um, Financially, and that's been, like I say, the biggest of my worries here lately, especially with the truck. I will tell you this, guys, if you're wondering, it's, if you're just still kind of on the fence as far as finances and stuff like that, it's really, really worth it to get sober, because that in and of itself is going to help you save money, a lot of money. But setting goals and disciplining myself and stuff like that has been something I've really neglected these past few times, and this time I have been on point all the way. And I came straight into this house, told my friends what my goals were going to be, and I've been in touch with them on a daily basis, and they have more than made sure or kept my mind right about that situation, and or helped keep my mind right about that situation, and it's been really good. I'm just going to leave it at that. It's been really good. My goal for being out of rehab for 2 months, with what my bank account would look like, what my police situation would look like, what my overall life situation would look like, I'm shining like a diamond right now. I mean, as far as that part is concerned, a lot better than I thought it would be. I had thoughts the whole time I was in rehab, what 2 month goals would look like, and they didn't look as good as this. I can tell you that. I had high hopes, but I just really didn't think it was going to play out like that, because I'm just not that lucky. Something always goes wrong for me, but so far, man, everything, like I said, the support system and stuff like that with this kind of house makes stuff like that happen. And so yeah, as far as, I think I already said that, whatever. Anyways, I think I already said what I was gonna say. I ain't worried about it. But anyways, man, yeah, it's been pretty good. I'm gonna get some sleep. I'm gonna relax for a little bit. I just finished watching a movie, but I'm gonna get some sleep, and probably try to go in a couple hours early tomorrow. They've been letting me do that at this job. Like, I showed up today and I wasn't even supposed to be there till 3, and I showed up at like 11 o'clock, and they just like let me do that. And they didn't really even say too much about it. I was like, "Are you not gonna say nothing about me showing up early?" And she's like, "No, I figured you needed the money." And I said, "I do, but am I gonna get in trouble?" And she was like, "Why would you get in trouble?" And I'm like, "Okay." So that's how we're playing that situation for now, and we'll go. I don't know. Nobody said nothing. I ain't gonna say nothing. I ain't gonna say after that conversation today. I ain't gonna mention it again. And I mean, if it does get brought up later to where I can't do that, then it is what it is, and I'll just have to say yes sir, or no ma'am, and all that stuff. But for now, they've been letting me do that, and like I say, it's more or less next week gonna get me a raise. So hey, I'm good with all of it. But anyways, I love y'all, and y'all be good, be healthy, quit watching the news. It's probably ain't nothing good on there anyways. But yeah, you know what? Even if you're not, even if you're already sober and stuff like that, or you just never had a problem, set goals for yourself. That's something like I said, that's something I've neglected to do. That's something I'm going to be working on often, because even if you just set a tomorrow goal and knock that one out, you look up in a week and things look a whole lot better than you thought they were going to. So that's just, I don't know, that's my piece of advice for the day. But anyways, guys, I love y'all. Y'all have a good night.